Books on Books on the Brain.
Welcome back to Books on the Brain, a podcast of books and nonsense. I'm Danielle,
And I'm Deirdre.
and we are back again with a very, very, very special, and we for sure do it every single year, 100% of the time, Pride Party episode. Woohoo!
Woohoo! This year we have two very special guests joining us, so I'm going to do a quick intro for them. Up first is Kate Jacobs, who is no stranger to the pod. Kate is not only a successful bookish creator, but now the author of The Princess Knight, which came out last October. Woohoo! If you haven't already, you can go listen to our interview with Kate for The Princess Knight. We are so excited to have Kate back on the podcast, and we are very excited to welcome Nina. Nina is a freelance marketer, writer, and content creator based in Brooklyn, New York. In 2021, after cultivating an engaged book-loving community on TikTok of over 60,000 followers during the initial rise of BookTok, she founded a sapphic book club called Safflit. Safflit now has thousands of members on Discord from over 60 countries around the world and was made a publishing imprint through Bindery Books in 2024. Safflit's first novel, Saturn Returning by Kim Narby, was published in May, woo, and Safflit's second novel, Creative Differences by Annabelle Paulson and Lydia Wang, is set to be published in March 2027. Nina now has over 100,000 followers across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and continues to use her platform to further promote and uplift queer representation in literature. Welcome to the pod, Nina, and we are so excited for you both to be here for our Pride Party.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here, especially with Kate, who we were just saying, like, we've been mutuals on TikTok for so long, but we've like never actually spoken
Yeah.
words to each other directly.
So exciting to finally actually be able to talk.
No, literally.
The first initial like conversation face to face, be it in like a digital format like this or in person, is always so exciting because I'm like, I know
Is.
you, we talk in comments, and now I get to be like, wait a second, we don't have to wait for us to respond to comments.
So real. I mean, I met you for the first time at the Outlander premiere,
I
and I was
know.
and I was with my mom.
Yes.
And
Who
like
love.
literally it was my mom kikiing with like all of like my book talk and bookstagram mutuals, and she was just having the time of her life, and I was like, go off. Like
Oh, queen.
be free, my little butterfly.
I
Your mom
love
still
that so
follows me on
much.
Instagram. She likes all my posts. I
Yep.
love your mom.
She's
Aw.
she's a hoot and a half. Shout out to
She's the best.
Stella.
Stella, what a beautiful name. What a beautiful name. How's everybody doing this beautiful June day? How's everybody's Pride Month going? It's early in the month. This comes out at the end of the month. So, does anyone have any plans for Pride?
This is a bad time to reveal that like I have no life. So like my plans are just staying at home, reading a
Love.
bit, maybe like going to my small town pride, but it it's always happens at like some sort of family event happens that same time, so I end up missing it. But fingers crossed this is the year.
Fingers crossed.
You'll make it.
I
I
think
have faith.
Manifesting it.
Yeah. For me, Safflet and Grotto are planning on throwing a party at the end of the month, like we do every Pride. We're hoping this one will be a like relaxing event, like something to kind of, because like Pride in New York is so cuckoo, and we love it for that, but us bookish people, we're a little more introverted. I'm speaking for myself.
No,
And
same.
yeah, we just want
Yeah,
to make
same.
something where people will, come and read and get some books and some drinks and relax a little bit, maybe a little craft or two. But
Love.
Pride has been fun so far. I've been reading outside today, until it started raining. So homophobic of the weather to rain on my
Yes.
parade.
So
literally.
homophobic. That actually reminded me that I did have something planned for Pride, and I feel like I feel bad now that I forgot about it. I'm attending the Pride Book Fair in the city.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have gone in the past always as an attendee, but now I was invited as an author, and that's gonna be so fun. But yes, I am doing something. I have a life this year.
Amazing. Kim from my publishing imprint, I think, is also going to be there. I unfortunately
Awesome.
can't make it. But yeah, Safflet will have some sort of presence at the Pride Book Fair. I love all of the organizers for that, and I'm really excited that they're continuing to do it.
Yeah,
They're so incredible.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I might go. I'm coming back from vacation at the end of that, and I don't know if I can have a repeat of how I felt after BookCon. I certainly don't think Pride Book Fair is going to be BookCon 2.0, but the coming back from vacation and going to a big event, I don't know if I can do it.
Valid.
No, that's so real. Some of the organizers of Book Fair reached out to me to like consult on some things and like help with because it's all volunteer-led, community organized this year. Um, and I was like, well, have you heard of this thing called BookCon and like what happens at BookCon? And like there's so
Have
many
you
things that you can
heard?
learn from BookCon to not make it that
Not
way.
just not to do it.
Yeah, that was chaos.
It was. Kate found me. We were sitting like a couple tables away from each
Yeah.
other, and then all of a sudden I hear Deirdre, and it's Kate above me. And I was like, oh my God, an angel. Crazy. And you could just see the panic in each of our eyes. Like
We were
we had
both
been
so dead.
through the trenches.
Yeah. BookCon is an ordeal. Listen, I remember BookCon in pre-Book Talk era, and it was always chaos, so I was very intrigued. I actually have to say, this is my hot take. It wasn't as bad as I expected.
Mm.
I did think it was going to be worse.
Yeah. And I think it's also, though, from the fact of I went pre-Book Talk and it was wild then.
Mm-hmm.
I love BookCon so much, though. BookCon, please invite me back again.
Yeah, to be fair, I was really only there for like an hour and a half at Bindery's booth, and I was just there like helping Kim sign books and meeting readers. And the line for to get an Arc of Saturn Returning was literally 250 people long, and I felt and we were like blocking so many booths. I felt so bad, and then we only had 50 arcs to give away. So it was. I feel like we didn't expect the level of intensity or excitement that we were met with, which is really, really cool, but also really, really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's also easy for me to say it wasn't as bad as I expected when I did not go anywhere near the art drops. I was like, nope, that's I
I was in
abstained
it.
as far away as possible. I only went in there to like weave through and do some shopping.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, no, that was my survival tactic.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Danielle, what about you? Do you have any Pride plans?
I'll probably like I always attend the Pride Parade, so I'll probably do this. I know um things are a little cuckoo crazy bananas this June with specifically like two intersections of my life. My queer
Mhm.
identity and then my professional life. Um because I live in Alberta, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, which we're having quite a lot of press about separating from Canada, which is kind of crazy. And
Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
wait,
have
since
you
when?
for like Danielle Smith, who's the premier, which I hate that we share a name. Her name is also not Danielle,
Oh.
but she goes by Danielle, which makes me I'm like, get away from my name. Um, but she is like, yeah, we're separating from Canada, and the province is like, probably not though, right? Like, we don't want to do that. And she's like, super big, mega esque influencer of this Canadian space, which really sucks. But uh, for those of you who don't know, teachers went on strike in October of this year for the longest teacher strike in history. We were on strike for like 3 weeks, and they forced us back into the classrooms with basically they're like, your rights don't matter anymore. Go back and teach. Crazy. Um, and so we've been having this fallout of things. But now for the month of June, we got this beautiful little surprise that said you can't put flags in your classroom anymore. And we're also taking safe and inclusive out of the Alberta Education Act. Just the word safe and inclusive. I said, that's what I said. I said, oh, okay,
My
I am
God.
crazy.
gobsmacked. How have we not talked about this?
Because I've been like not only so angry, but like very sad. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Well, yeah.
as a queer teacher, I'm like, oh, you guys, wait a minute, this sucks. And then also being in spaces where like I teach special ed, so I teach in an inclusive classroom with kids with all level 3 autism. But I'm like, if we start here, where are we drawing the line then? Are we taking back everybody's rights? Is everybody not gonna like safe and inclusive doesn't just mean for queer people, it means for everybody. Anyway, so I'm gonna have some like activism in the month of June. Some things to say, some rallies to attend. Um, so yeah, I feel like this June, less I'm having less of like the celebratory pride and more of the like boots
Well,
to the ground.
that was the Pride origins is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
activism and riots and, you know, fuck the police and, like change the
Danielle Smith.
status
Yeah.
quo and,
Yes.
fight against what like people are deeming is the correct thing to do by like moving against safe and inclusive spaces like Stonewall in New York.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And my mom was a teacher, so hats off to you. Shout out Estella again. She also like did sometimes special ed teaching as well, and I just know how hard that is. And seriously, hats off to you because especially as a queer teacher, you're doing so much amazing, important work. And also like hearing that you're in Canada and that this is happening, I'm just like, this is why when Americans are like, I'm just gonna move to Canada, it actually like really pisses me off because it's like, no, you're gonna use your privilege, stay here and fight. And why do you think that this like amorphous place that you know nothing about is somehow better? Because fascism exists in so many areas in our world, more so than ever, Canada
Absolutely.
included.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
Like
fight alongside us. Don't run away.
no, and like
Yeah.
especially I think because Canada has a reputation of being like very kind and like very like
Yeah.
open and we are. So what I see the difference between what's happening in the US and what's happening in Canada right now is that people are standing up to and opposing very vocally. And not only like just citizens, but like people in government and like other people of high importance are like, oh, actually, like, shut up, girl. Um, please shut up, Danielle Smith. Um, but yeah, when people are like, I'm gonna come to Canada, I'm like, well, don't come to Alberta. Respectfully, don't come here. Maybe go to like BC or something, dude. Don't come to Alberta because you're not gonna get much reprieve here.
Right.
Not here. Anyway, Debbie Downer. Debbie Downer.
No,
No,
not
I mean,
No.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
It is important, and we are not escaping the fact that politics is affecting everything. It's affecting the
Mhm.
global sphere of politics. It's affecting our own communities, be that like the community that you live in, be it your community that you identify with. And not talking about it only perpetuates the idea that there is nothing wrong.
Oui.
Yeah. And I feel like talking about it is integral to Pride. Like, as you're saying, like, Pride is about fighting back just as much as about celebrating who we are. Like, if we don't fight back, we won't be able to celebrate.
Right.
Love. Love. Well, thanks. Thanks for giving me a little airtime to talk about it. It's been weighing on my heart a lot lately. Just like to get like an email to my professional like email being like
Yeah.
from the Alberta government, we are no longer letting you put flags in your like any flags. I'm like, so can I have like and but I that they would let certain flags. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like if
Mhm.
I were to have a Canadian flag in my classroom, I wouldn't be asked to take it down. Okay, crazy. And I just like my heart goes out to I having worked in high school for a few years, knowing how vulnerable like queer populations can be in high school and how so many kids find safe spaces at school. I'm like, this sucks But so I think all we can do is make sure community continues to exist outside of school settings, and so that these kiddos have safe places to go, even if the schools turn out to not be safe places, because we can still be safe people for our friends.
Yeah.
Love that.
Go team, go happy pride. You guys seen Heated Rivalry or what?
No, I was just gonna say it's so crazy that Canada produced the most iconic queer show in the last like 5, 10 years even.
Yeah.
And then they're pulling this bullshit. Like, fucking
Alberta's like
Alberta.
Alberta's the Texas of Canada. Like that's what we are referred to as. So I'm like I'm not super surprised. But also yeah, I'm like how did my tax dollars both fund Heated Rivalry and the government that says I can't have a flag in my classroom? Make that make sense.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
Speak on it.
I will. Maybe I'll make a TikTok. Maybe I'll
Smash that repost button.
maybe I'll do that. Who knows? The next conversation topic we have literally just says bye 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 ally. Which I think is beautiful. But yes, this is unintentionally turned into Pride Party Too Bi Too Furious edition.
Period.
I love being bisexual. Being bisexual is such a gift, and bi plus identifying people make up the largest percentage of the queer community. And I feel like every single year I see so much discourse around bisexuality, around pride. And I mean, even at one of my recent events, like there was instances of biphobia that I was made aware of after the fact. And I was like, not at my event, not at my bisexual ass hosting girly event. And I just think that frankly, the discourse is boring at this point. Like being bisexual for me means being attracted to people of all genders, and whoever I happen to fall in love with, their identity does not erase or inform my bisexuality. I inform my bisexuality. And I think that this pride, I'm very much like consciously avoiding interacting with that discourse because it just happens every single year. And I used to get so easily sucked into it. But I'm like, this year, can we please just like support trans people? Can we please focus on the letters of the LGBTQ plus that are most vulnerable and most at risk, especially here in the United States where laws are actively being passed to discriminate against these communities and make them unsafe? And can we just like not like I don't give a fuck if you bring your straight boyfriend to Pride. I just don't care.
Yeah.
We should be inviting these people in to support the community. Like,
Yeah.
let's not gatekeep
Mm-hmm.
queerness. Like, gender is expansive until a bi woman dates a man. Like, I'm so sorry. I
Speak
don't
on it.
care what you have to say.
Yeah, no, I've also been trying to like adopt that like avoiding the discourse mindset because like it's just so draining. It's not where the energy needs to be, and it's so useless. Like what's gonna happen is like some people's minds are never gonna change.
Yeah.
And like it's also never going to like make bi people less queer. Like no matter how many times the biphobic people try to do it, it's just not gonna work as long as the rest of the community supports them. And that's what keeps happening because we know we have to support each other. Like, and this is not the time for like infighting and getting stuck on all these small details. Like, there are so many more important things going on.
Literally. And like also just tell me you're jealous. Tell me that your life is boring and that you're jealous.
You said it.
Honestly, it's just sort of like, tell me you're single. Like,
No. Oh my gosh. That is so funny.
Yeah, I mean, that was just like you saying bye 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 ally. I was like, I feel like it just every single time June 1st rolls around, like bisexuality is back on the like table for discussion, and like scrutiny, and I'm really tired. I'm really tired. And I
Yeah.
love being around, like, I'm my Sapphic book club is like, we read queer stories and bisexual stories and lesbian stories and trans stories, um like, all year round, and the energy is always amazing all year round. And then I just start scrolling around June, and it's like, actually, bisexuals go away. I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know
No,
whether
I also
what I
feel
want
like
to
there's
say.
always like there's always a misogyny to the discourse as well because it's always about bi
Every
women.
time.
You're always hearing about bi women bringing their straight boyfriends, but never about bi men bringing their straight girlfriends. Like it is always, I think it's just people looking for another excuse to hate and police women. At least that's the vibes I get.
Very much so. Very much so. I'm it very much feels like sometimes bisexuality is like the little sibling who's like, "Can I please sit at the adult table, you guys? At Thanksgiving, can I please sit with us?" Which it's not. It's not, but if that's it feels like there's this extra step that's like I have to validate my queerness to you. And I feel like that was a part of what took me so long to figure out how I identified was because um it felt like, well, do I qualify? Like, do I belong? Because it's not exactly welcoming always to bisexual people or people who um, don't conform to like the ideal queerness application.
What's y'all's, like, favorite thing about being bisexual?
I
I
think,
mean, we have the best flag colors.
I see those books behind you, like,
yeah,
in the bisexual flag. I mean, also your own book cover is very bisexual flag color coded.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad for that because I mean, I love to joke the world, everyone is like bi until proven straight in my mind. So like it needed to be. But no, it's great. It's just such great colors. They're just so pretty. They work so well together.
I think my favorite thing about being bisexual is like I can in any media just be like everyone's hot and I have
Mhm.
all of the choices and like I don't have to choose nothing. Nobody's making me nothing. I'm just happy to be here. Um, I like when I'm watching Love Island, which I haven't started yet. Deirdre, don't hate me yet.
It's okay.
But I
It's
haven't
okay.
started the new season.
I'm
Um,
2 days behind on my recaps on TikTok, so it's okay.
I watch them and I'm like, oh, another day. I'm already behind so much. It's been a week. Um, but like I can watch Love Island and be like, everyone's hot.
No,
Everyone's hot.
that's my favorite thing to do. I've been watching US and UK Love Island, like, since they first streamed. Daily Motion is my best friend because I watch I watch UK Live with the Brits. I am not waiting for that to come out on Hulu like a week later. I am
Yeah.
I am watching it. I'm pirating that. But I was projecting my pirated Daily Motion Love Island onto the television with my really good friend who is also bisexual, and we just play Smash or Pass like during those intros. Like, as they're being introduced, we're like, absolutely smash. No, not really, not for me,
Love,
not a bit of me. No, no, no. So 10 out of 10, Danielle, you took one of my answers out of my mouth.
love, love, love,
Yeah,
love.
no. Honestly, I feel like that is like the answer for it. I still remember when I came out to my mom and like her first reaction was like she was very tearful and I was like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Well, now you have so many more options." Which like though I'm also kind of worried. I'm like, what does that say about me that you're like relieved at that?
Or be like, your stats for finding someone just doubled.
Everything
Oh
doubled.
yeah, no. Well, just I came out to her because she was trying to set me up with a guy she knew. Um, so I think she was just decided she's like, great, I have more choices to pick from now.
Oh my God, that's such mom behavior.
I love to see a mom like that. Love to see a mom like that. That is so sweet.
What about
Do
you,
you,
Nina?
oh,
Hmm?
I
What
was
about
gonna,
you?
Um, I mean, I one way that like I explained bisexuality to like one of my baby cousins, because they were like, what does that mean? I was like, it means my heart is so big that I can love any single type of person. Like it's like the love was spilling out of me. And I think one of my favorite things about being bisexual, being queer, is just like the ways that it's deepened my friendships. The vast majority of my friendships, especially my female friendships, were both queer. And I just think that there's such a beautiful like aspect of queer female friendship where there's like this sense of chosen family and like being a villager and taking care of each other. And there's also like platonic romance involved in it. And I just think that like queer friendship has allowed me to access different types of relationships and different types of loves that before I was like unknowingly closed off to. Um, so I think my favorite part of being bisexual is like obviously love getting freaky with every type of person that I could get my hands on, but then also but then also the just like the queer friendships that lasted throughout all of this like discovery of self and building a life with these people in mind and like building that village. That's been the greatest joy.
Yeah.
There really is something so special about queer friendships. Like, it's it's just something so special about that bond because knowing you guys have gone through so many similar experiences, even without maybe knowing each other during those times. I
Mhm.
like it. There's nothing that compares to it in my mind.
Yeah.
It's really special. And I feel like also um I have like a lot of my like friends who are queer, our ages differ a lot more. Like I
Mm.
have queer friends who are like 6 years younger than me, and then I have queer friends who are like 20 years older than me. And like the community is so uh it's just because it's that found family of like I come together and I seek refuge with others and I love the people that I get to spend time with. But I feel like there's a bit of transcendence of like, oh my gosh, we have this thing in common that like even if we don't have anything else in common, we have this special thing that keeps us all in common, right, Miss? Oh.
Oh,
It
I'm
wouldn't
not gonna
be a
cry.
gay pride episode if a cat didn't appear.
And the other one
no.
might pop in soon too, but this is my little girl, Walnut.
So cute.
Good baby.
I cut you off earlier, Danielle. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Deirdre, what's the best thing about being bisexual as an adult?
What's
I
your
think
favorite thing about bisexuals? Yeah.
Yeah.
my favorite thing about
Yeah.
bisexuals, I'm friends with so many. So honestly, everything about you guys. Um, no, as you guys were talking, I think the what is it? I feel like being in community with anybody, like whether you're in the queer community, whether you're just like living life, the looking the reality that like crappy people exist everywhere is so frustrating because when you get into marginalized communities and you're like, yes, we're here, we're gonna lift everybody up, we're gonna, do what we can do to make everybody's lives easier. And there are still people who make it their mission to actively make people's lives harder. And it's like, okay, how do we keep moving forward? Like those people are going to exist everywhere. They're going to exist in every community, in every country, like no matter where you go, those people are going to exist. So how do you, acknowledge what they're doing and, you know, do your best to say, this is not for me, this is not serving us, and keep it pushing.
Love.
That's not what you asked.
But I liked it. But I liked it.
Thank
Um,
you.
what was one moment from the past year, personal life and media wise, that you experienced unfiltered uninhibited queer joy.
Heated Rivalry, episode 5.
Yeah.
Yes. The correct answer.
No, literally when that song plays, like I feel like it's like I've been conditioned to just sob. Um I mean I read all of the books twice in a row. No, I read all of the books and then I watched the entire show and then I read all of the books again.
Yeah.
And I love those stupid little gay hockey boys. I love them. They make me so happy. Um, and I love how it brought everyone together in this like we're all watching it at the same time and episode 5 was just so joyous and yes it's cheesy. I love cheesy. We deserve cheesy. Like yes, kiss your boyfriend on like center ice after you win the Stanley Cup and the music is crescendoing and we're going to the cottage. It
We're
is
going to the cottage.
truly like so joyous and I'm so happy it exists and I'm planning on rewatching it again for a third time this month, obviously.
Yes.
As you should. As you should.
See,
I feel
I
like
feel
the-
bad.
Oh,
Oh,
the,
sorry.
the delays. You go, Kate.
Yeah. Oh no, I say I feel bad because I have not seen Heated Rivalry yet.
Hey,
I know I'm a bad
Hey!
gay. I'm also a hockey fan, so this is why it's like doubly bad.
I'm shocked.
What the heck?
Okay, no, it's on purpose because I obsess over things. And I know that I will obsess over this, and I've been working on other projects and I can't afford to get distracted. So
no, and
I'm
that's
saving
really
it
amazing
for
and
when I'm
disciplined
done.
of you.
So
By
disciplined.
contrast, my gay hockey players folder in TikTok has 316 edits saved.
Beautiful.
And I just really think that if I didn't have this, I would be much more productive and I would probably be doing so much more with my life. And so you're making the smart choice, but I think once you finish a project, you need to reward yourself with the gay hockey players.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping
Agreed.
that like the big thing I'm working on, my deadline is mid-August, so I'm hoping that by mid-August I will be free and I can watch some gay hockey.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But I
For-
did to prepare buy like half of the books. I have to buy the rest, and I'm hoping to also like binge the books. I'm deciding if I want to binge the books first or watch first, or like I'm figuring out my game plan with that.
Yeah. I
I
did books first.
I do
Okay.
recommend at least reading Heated Rivalry first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I didn't care that I read Heated Rivalry and Game Changer out of order.
Yeah.
That is what the first one's called, right? Game
Yeah.
Changer.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't mind that I read those out of order, and I didn't mind that I read Game Changer after watching the show. But I feel like my experience of watching the show was heightened by having read Heated Rivalry.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
So that's what I'll be doing come August, I guess.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna have a great time.
I'm excited. I'm also frightened of who I'm about to become.
You're gonna have way more than 316 videos in your gay hockey players folder on TikTok, I'm sure.
No, like just when I obsess over things, I never do it casually. Like it's so like my Wicked obsession was so strong that I was sending my friend Wicked edits. At least we had to set a rule that I was only allowed to send 5 a day because I was going far beyond.
No, I mean that's fangirl. Like I can never like anything casually either. When I was in my One Direction era, which was I still think the greatest time of my life. I peaked then. Um I like it was all consuming. It's like school on the bus listening to One Direction and then just, thinking about One Direction all throughout class, home, immediately go to Tumblr. Like you're scrolling on Tumblr. I'm remember when I don't know if they still do this. They like limit the number of posts you can post on Tumblr. They were like, "No, you can't post anything more." So then I would save them. So then the next day I could post more the things that I saved because I was like, no, no, I must repost these. And it's just all consuming.
We are very similar because I was the same way, but for Super Hulock.
That makes sense.
Oh.
That makes so much
Mhm.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Love that for you.
Mhm.
Honestly, I feel like you should look at me and be like, ah, they were really into Super Hulock in 2014. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
think
see
I
it.
just give
Don't
those
worry.
vibes.
I mean, if it's a choice between $1 million and knowing the truth about Larry Stylinson, I'm choosing
I
Larry Stylinson.
I respect
That's what
that
I'm
so
saying.
much.
I need to know every detail about their relationship. It's not about the money.
No, it's never been about the money. It's
No.
always been about me getting the goss, me getting
No, but here's what I want is I want the goss on Larry Stylinson, and then you have to pay me off with $1 million so that I don't tell anybody else.
My partner and I were just watching my TikTok feed together because I was like, look at all of these ridiculous tear jerking edits that I get, like my TikTok feed is manipulating me. And then a
Uh-huh.
Obama edit came up, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Harry Styles and Obama are still being shipped as romantic sexual partners in edits on TikTok, and you never know when your last Obama edit will be. And it is the best way to celebrate Pride is by watching Harry Styles and Barack Obama edits on TikTok. They're so
You
good.
should.
love is
No,
love.
I
agree.
I'm a Hobama connoisseur. I get so many Hobama edits. I have them saved. I send them to everyone I love. They're
I
so
love
important to
them.
me.
You can send them to me now.
I will. I'm gonna be sending you every Hobama edit I get now.
I'm
Yes,
so glad
I
I
like
kept my
every
phone
single one.
close. I'm like holding my phone up to the screen, like, remember when?
Oh, yeah.
Bring it back to my feed.
Yeah, literally. It's so funny. We I guess we can kind of spoil for next week. I'm saying as we drop this because then our next episode next week coming out may or may not be an episode all about heated rivalry. Um, with a very, very special guest who's also obsessed.
Don't do that. Nobody get excited. I mean, be excited. We love our guest. It is nobody affiliated with the show.
I don't know. She is kind of like maybe the number one fan.
That's fine.
No,
I was
I
like,
know.
you're gonna say something, and we're gonna have people thinking that we got Rachel or Jacob or Hudson or Connor to come on, and that's not what's happening. You're more than welcome. We would love to have you.
Very much. Very much. Um, I had a very like small, like personal it's kind of every year when I get to fill out my census. And this year I got the long census. And then if you get the long census, you get to talk about your identity. You get to be like, yes, I identify as this, this is. Um, and just feeling like, I was in a place that I felt safe enough and being like, yes, I can identify as this. And like having a conversation with friends who got the short census and it's I don't know how they get to decide who gets the long one, who gets the short ones. But friends, who aren't comfortable enough yet to identify themselves in ways that they actually do to the government, which is very fair and valid. But being like, yeah, but one day you will be, and that's awesome. So that was my little moment of queer joy this year was having those conversations and being like, yeah, let me check my little box.
I feel like I've never filled out a census before in my life.
Nope,
I
not
I
one.
feel like the American census, like I feel like the lore image that I have in my brain is they come to your house and they ask you questions. Like I don't think I've ever gotten one in the mail. I've definitely never
No,
mailed something back.
and I've heard they call you, and I've heard that if you do answer, they are relentless and they do not leave you alone. So I feel like maybe they are the reason we're not answering our phones anymore.
That sounds accurate.
Like they're the reason why I screen my calls.
Yeah, yeah. They're the reason Apple created that weird calls. Do you know about this? Like you can now do like an Apple AI call screening thing where they're
Oh.
like, "Hey, what's the reason for your call?" And like
Like a
say why you're
business?
say why you're calling, and then we'll like it'll screen it, and then they voice record you like saying why you're calling, and then and then you can either you hear the thing that they say why they're calling, and you can either accept or deny. It's weird.
Just pick up your phones, you guys. Like, just
Just pick up the phone.
Just answer
Leave
your
me a
phone.
voicemail.
And then, like,
Yeah.
if you need to hang up on people, you just be like, I'm so sorry. Do not have time. I'm going to the bathroom. Goodbye. Ching. And then
Leave me
See,
a
no,
voicemail.
I love
have
I
the
love a
opposite.
voicemail.
I have the opposite mentality. I never answer any call unless I recognize the number.
Yeah.
Or if they're leaving a voicemail, I'm like, oh wait, that's my doctor. Like otherwise I'm ignoring every single phone call ever. If anyone tries to call me, good luck.
I feel like my brand of anxiety is different because I'm like, if I don't pick up the call, I'm gonna wonder for forever who that person was who called me. Like, because even if it's a telemarketer and it's like a couple weeks ago, it was like, um, we're calling from TELUS to ask about your service, and I was like, ooh, bad news, you guys. I don't actually have any TELUS services, so I'm gonna hang up. Goodbye. Have a great day. Um, but if I don't pick up the call, because I'm also really I'm just nosy. Like even as like the voicemail's coming in, I'm like reading it. So I'm like, I just want to know who's calling me. So I feel like, and maybe too, it was also because we had like a home phone where it was like if you didn't pick up the call and then an answering machine message was left, someone else was gonna hear it. So you better pick up the phone if you mean to, you know.
Sure. Okay, so getting into some book questions.
Yes.
This is a twofer. What queer book are you all currently recommending? And what queer book are you currently not recommending? We're getting messy.
I said my identify as a bisexual hater, and I was like, I'm putting this question in. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade.
Okay, I have one I'm recommending.
Yes, go.
Great.
So I am always legally obligated to recommend So Let Them Burn by Camilla Cole. I adore Camilla, and So Let Them Burn is so good. Completed duology, dragons, and it's dual point of view sisters. One of them has a sapphic romance. The other one is demisexual. So getting different types of rep. And it's very much what happens to like the child chosen one after they save the day.
Mm.
And it's so good. I love it so much. I will never stop screaming about those books. So that is my favorite queer recommendation for right now.
Okay.
I still need to think about what I wouldn't recommend though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what I would recommend, obviously, Saturn Returning by Kim Narby, which was my publishing imprint's first book. Always recommending that. I'm always recommending Emily Austen's books. Like truly, um, I like instant by author. I think her representation of neurodivergence and how it intersects with queerness is so interesting and so engaging to read. And her characters are so lovable, even if you are like screaming at them internally the entire time. Um, and like the one book that I have been recommending to this is like so many more recommendations than I think y'all bargained for. I can't choose one. So sorry. The one
love it.
that I think should be mandatory Pride Month reading is Miss Major Speaks. It's a transcribed interview between Toshio Moronic, not sure exactly how to pronounce their name, and Miss Major Griffins Gracie, who was a pioneering like trans activist who created this like safe house and like commune for trans women. And it is just the most illuminating conversation about pride, about her transition, and how the community needs to be showing up for each other in these like horrible times. And I absolutely loved it, and I learned so much reading it. So those would be my recommendations.
Amazing. If I were to not recommend a book. I would not recommend. I'm gonna do it like the silly way where it's like I actually am recommending it, but like, um, don't. Um, Night I Got by Hannah Witten. So this is a beautiful queer story where we get like it's the final book in the series. I don't recommend it because it will make you sob. If you don't want to sob, don't read it. If you don't want to sob, there's no don't pick up this.
If you don't like reading about yearning, don't read it.
Don't read it. Don't read it. If you don't love like a beautiful queer love story that like is so built from the first book to the last book, but like the long game. It's the long game. Um, don't read this. Don't read it. Don't do it to yourself. I couldn't recommend it any less.
The There's two books I think I would be recommending this Pride Month. The first is Ryan LaSala's book that came out last year, In the Dead of Summer.
Yes.
Such a good like kickoff to summer read, really fun story. Just announced book two, which I'm so excited about. And I love Ryan's storytelling. Like he grabs me on page one and then like you think you know where the story's going, he spins it on its head. The audiobook is also really, really fun because it's there's these tapes that get listened to and there's like a change in the audio, so there's a really great separation between like what the action is happening and the like side stuff that's going on. And I feel like they were able to capture that so well for audio. And then the second one is Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon, one of my favorite
I have
sapphic
this
reads.
one. Yes.
It's so good. One of my favorite sapphic reads from last year. It's a like uh multiverse timeline. People are stuck in uh what's the word? In the multiverse, like, and people are trying to find them, and it's will they, won't they? It's if this love is meant for you, it will find you in every timeline. Uh it is so, so delightful. Cannot recommend it enough.
That sounds amazing.
It's
Also, the
great.
cover is so gorgeous.
The cover is so gorgeous, and I said this the last time I recommended this book. Do not let it trick you into thinking it is a space book. It is set in like the middle of America. It is not set in space. But the cover is gorgeous, and I love it. I feel like we
Also,
covered
Nina,
this
when sorry, Nina, when you were talking, I realized I could have recommended my own book. I forgot that my book is technically a queer book. But you know why? Because I've been so lost in the discourse of people talking about what is and isn't a queer book. But my book is Bi for Bi and set in a queer norm world. So yeah, The Princess Knight.
Yeah.
Highly, I was about to say highly recommend, but I'm like, actually, do I though?
I
You know,
do.
I
I
recommend
highly
it.
recommend it.
Absolutely, it is a queer book.
No, you
And
said technically, and I was like, it is. What's
It
the
is.
No,
technicality?
that's why I explained that I've been trapped in the discourse because I'm like, no, it is. It is. It's just that I've been seeing so much discourse online about what is and isn't a queer book, and it's been annoying me in my little corner, that it's now seeping into my own thoughts, which is awful.
I mean, Truly Madly Deeply, Alexandria Bellfleur, Bi for Bi, queer book. Oh, there it is.
You came
I'm
That's
talking
so
about it
funny.
later.
That's so funny.
No,
The,
I
the
really hate.
Pairing by Casey McQuiston, Bi for
Yeah.
Bi, very fucking queer book.
Mhm.
I hate the mentality that like the romance is what defines whether or not it's queer book. Because then you're just erasing ace books in general. Because while I'm bi, I'm also on the ace spectrum. Like then you're just erasing like the more we start policing what is and isn't a queer book, the less queer books we're going to have.
I think the queer community for so long has been like exploited, that now people are kind of overly cautious and gatekeepy. And it's like, you don't have to read it. You don't have to read it, but that doesn't give you like I don't think you have the authority to determine what what technically is not queer. Like everyone keeps saying queerness is expansive, bisexuality is expansive, gender is expansive.
Mhm,
And if
mhm.
it is actually expansive, then act like it.
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
I mean, another one I love is But How Are You Really by Ella Dawson. By character, so like it's so good, has such an interesting exploration of bisexuality, really, really smart and important discourse surrounding sexual assault.
Mm.
Um, and it's a beautiful book and like deserves its flowers for, talking about queerness in the way that it does. Um, and I don't think it should get written off for, the love interest is a man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think like instead of narrowing what is and isn't a queer book, it should instead be just like, well, how are we phrasing the questions for what we're looking for? Like instead
Mhm.
of saying I'm looking for a queer book, you'd be like, I'm looking for a queer book with a sapphic romance at the center, or I'm looking for a
Mhm.
queer book that discusses these aspects of queer
Yeah.
identity. And if you just change the question instead of changing the label of all the books, I think
Yeah.
that's where we should be approaching it.
Yeah. Queer is such, again, I'm going to say expansive term.
Yeah.
Um, that it can mean all a manner of things. And I love that, Kate. I think
Yeah.
like if you're upset, be more specific with what you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, because I think it's totally valid to be looking for specific things in
Yeah,
books. That's what
100%.
we're all looking for. But
Right.
then that's the time to be specific when you're searching for it. Be specific when you're asking questions about it. And that'll get you to the books that you want to read the most.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
Speaking of queer books, if you could dream up your perfect queer book, what tropes are we seeing? Is there like a preferred setting, preferred types of
Mhm.
characters?
Oh, well, I'm gonna write it, so I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Love,
Love.
love.
But I do love a forced proximity
Mhm,
trope. Um, that is Chef's Kiss, love forced proximity.
mhm.
Like for me, I love the forbidden love trope, but I feel like I I would also want this book to I love queer normative books. So I'd want like forbidden
Mm.
love, but the forbidden aspect has nothing to do with the queerness.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
I love historicals, like queer
Mhm.
historical romances. I love them.
I feel like
For
Obsessed.
I don't
me,
read enough of them.
The
historical romances.
They're great. The third book in the in India Holton's series, The Secret Service of Tea and Treason, Bye for
Oh,
Bye.
I've read those.
Nice.
Um, and then what one was I just thinking of? Oh, it's the third book in T. Kingfisher's Saint of Steel series. It's a paladin and a doctor, and they're like on this quest, and they end up in like a torture chamber maze. It
Mm.
is, I mean, you do, I will say with that series, you do have to read the other two books to read that one,
Yeah.
which such a hardship. Oh my God, terrible, terrible books. Ugh, the wor so bad. No, it is so good. And then you get to that book and it's so much fun. Those are the two at the top of my mind that I'm like, obsessed.
I'm just a little grumpy sunshine guy.
Hmm.
I'm simple. Simple. I like grumpy sunshine, and then I also like rivals to lovers. They don't have to be enemies, but like rivals to lovers is always fun. Um, and like, I always love a good like fun setting. Like give me like a cupcake shop, but not a cupcake shop. Like give me like a very specific hobby shop. Love that. Love a hobby shop. Like, yes, my artisanal yarn shop. Ah, perfect. Perfect.
Incredible. I love
Perfect.
that.
So good.
Hmm.
That's
No, Grumpy
perfect.
Every
Sunshine is a favorite of mine as well. I'm like grumpy for everyone except the main character.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yep.
Yeah. Every summer, I come back to this mood of wanting to read spy romances, and I have yet to find a queer spy romance in
Oh.
my journey. And I'm
Ooh.
like, I feel like that would eat so hard. So that might be my journey for this summer is to find as many queer spy romances as I can.
Please tell us when you find them.
Yeah,
Like, I
I
need the
will.
list now.
Don't you worry.
This
Don't
is
you worry.
fun. Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
I've
I can
ever
think of
read
yeah.
a spy romance.
Oh, they're fun. Well, The Secret Service of Tea and Treason, I always recommend.
That's true. Yeah.
So then there we go. That's the one queer spy romance that I've read is that one.
Get on it, authors. Get on it.
We love to break up the questions with a little game, and we thought it could be fun if we could collectively make a pride stack. So I'm gonna just shout out a color I'll go in order of the rainbow. I'm gonna shout out a color, and first book that comes to mind, either with the color in the title or the cover is that color.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
we'll make a little pride stack together.
Okay.
Okay, fun.
Ready?
Yeah.
Red.
Hijab
mind-
Blues by Lumia H.
It was
Ooh,
red.
My mind just went to title with red, white, and royal blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
good one. I thought of Cemetery Boys.
Mm.
Yes.
yeah. The girl from the sea, half the title's red, the other half's blue.
Okay.
Works.
Oh yeah, the cover is red a little bit. Okay, what's under red? Orange.
I feel like there's not a lot of orange books.
Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Haworth.
Mm.
Made me a fool of death with your beauty.
That's
what
what
I
I was
was
gonna
gonna say.
say.
Love
Yeah.
that one.
That one.
Yeah. Yellow.
It's a Game in Yellow. It is a queer horror book about this like cursed play that makes people a little cuckoo crazy.
Love. I always recommend Danny Brown from the
Oh,
Brown Sisters.
That's what I
Yeah.
was just about to say.
or Priory of the I guess
Oh, yeah.
Priory.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
feel like
the
that
orange.
should have been
Orange.
orange.
That should have been
Dang.
orange.
Go back.
That's for the gradient. We're making a
Yeah, that's
gradient.
the gradient.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you
It
could
counts for both.
I guess for like in between orange and yellow, She Who Became the Sun.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a mid-tone between the
Yep.
two of them.
Okay.
Okay, what's after yellow? Green?
Green.
Green.
You Exist Too Much by Zaina Arafat.
Mm.
Ooh.
Pretty sure that one's green.
Tony and Addie Go Viral is like a
Ooh.
greeny blue cover.
This is making me realize I don't know any colors of covers. And I have my books organized in a rainbow. That's the worst part.
No, I used to have mine rainbow organized.
Oh, A Sky of Emerald Stars
Oh,
by A.P.
Oh,
Mulford.
okay.
this one is kind of green. The bricks is green. Margot Zimmerman gets the girl.
Nice.
Mm.
YA. It's fun.
Blue.
Saturn Returning by Kim Darby.
Yes! Shout it out. Shout it out.
Like it's behind me.
Yeah.
You Found Oliver by Dustin Tao.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh,
He Rivalry.
yes. He is rivalry.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the blue cover of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Oh, wow.
Stunning.
There we go.
You have that behind you.
No, really.
Oh wait, also just in honor of historicals, A Lady for a Duke.
Yes.
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 Love that one so much.
Excellent
Yep.
choice. Oh.
Purple or indigo.
Why is this one hard for me?
So
The
Let
Secret
Them Burn,
Service.
the original cover.
Mm-hmm.
Heretic by Gina Cadlick.
Mm.
The memoir of deconstructing evangelical Christianity and becoming a lesbian.
Ah.
Okay, fine.
What is Alexandria's second book?
Hang the Moon.
Yes. I feel like that's
Hang the
like a
Moon.
pinkish purple.
So is
I'm
Truly
literally
Madly
staring at it
Deeply.
right now. It's mostly
Yeah.
purple.
So is Truly Madly Deeply.
Oh, I will also say for purple, Saflet's second book. And the cover is not revealed yet, but there is purple in it.
There we go.
Love. Oh,
You
the
guys
breakup
feel?
lists. That's purple also.
All my hockey
Okay.
romance are at the front. So I'm like looking at all the straight books. Um,
Any last recommendations for our Pride stack?
I feel like we
Well,
should
you know
do
what?
pink.
Pink.
We should do pink.
Yeah.
Why do I have it upside down? There we go.
Beautiful.
We got one
For
option for
anybody
pink.
for anybody that's listening and not watching the video, The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs.
Oh,
oh yeah, the Meet Cute Diary. I haven't read that one in a eon. I'm pull. Do you guys remember this from like
Oh no.
the origin
No.
of books?
I remember.
I feel like this is like the from the
I remember those days.
yeah, back in the days. I'm pretty yeah, it's a trans story. By a trans author.
Fun.
We could do red, white, and royal blue again, but this time for color.
I guess excellent.
I'll
Oh,
throw
what's the-
out We Could Be Rats by Emily Austen. Has a gorgeous pink cover.
You guys, what? This is me failing at the names. What's the Casey McQuiston one with the ladies in the subway?
One last stop.
Yeah,
One Last Stop.
the
That
ladies
was
in
the
the
first
subway.
book. That was the first book Safflet ever read together. That was like our
Yay!
inaugural
God.
book pick. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
That's a fun one.
I almost crashed my car listening to the audiobook of that.
That
Were
was a
you
good
crying so hard?
No.
one. Was it the subway scene? Yeah.
I was trying to merge and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, you have to focus on driving.
Incredible.
That's so funny. Yay, go team! Woo!
And I'd do it again.
And I'd do it
Do it
again.
again.
Worth it.
I'll do it again. Good job, team members. We did it.
I
We did it.
know. That was a good stack.
That
I'd read
was.
those books.
And Danielle's gonna have so much fun when she's editing that, tagging all of those audiobooks on Spotify. So if you want to listen to any of those beautiful recommendations, check out our Spotify because it'll have all the links to the audiobooks, which is a feature that is way more functional than it was this time last year. So thank you, Spotify, for that.
And only that.
And also, no, thank you, Spotify, also for giving me the option to exclude songs from my most listened to. Because as a teacher, one of my students loves Life is a Highway, and we play it maybe 5 times a recess, 2 times a day. And he goes, Life is a Highway, Miss Danielle, again, 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 again. And I go, of course. But I was like, if a Rascal Flatts song is my number one in 2026, I'm gonna die. So
That is so
Spotify for
fun.
letting me exclude songs from my Wrapped. I appreciate that. And only that.
And only that. We have a couple more questions for you guys, kicking off this new round. In the year of our Lord, 2026, how does being a queer bookish content creator feel? How are you all feeling?
Great question. No, like it's really great in the sense that there is such an incredible community online with queer people, and like the book community has like it's made a lot of strides into being more inclusive. There's still long ways to go, but it's made so many more strides. And like the queer book community is so incredible to be a part of. It's the rest of being on the internet that's not incredible. Um, that's where the downside is. You can get like the most unique death threats, and stuff like that. But it's all worth it because of the incredible community you build. At least for me, I find it's all very much worth it. So it's great, ignoring those small bits of the rest of the internet existing.
Yeah. Agreed there. I've met the most incredible people through it, and getting like one comment that's like, me joining Safflit like helped me come out to my mom. Like I get dozens of those comments. Or like private messages. I have dozens of those screenshotted from like over the years, and it truly like that makes everything worth it. Have I gotten many death threats? Like 3 or 4 maybe. Um, but also like what I've noticed is I I Pride used to be like my busiest month for like partnerships.
Mhm.
Mm.
And for the past 2 years since Trump was elected, I haven't gotten a single one.
Wow.
And I just think that's interesting.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I think that the internet, pre um fascism being said out loud, even more so than it used to be in our country, was a much more queer friendly place. And I think my videos, thank you, Meta, are oftentimes going to the wrong places now.
Mm.
And that's really scary and makes me feel unsafe when I get emails from people that are scary. And then that's me being a white bisexual woman, and I can't imagine what it's like for Black trans people on the internet,
Mhm.
for lesbians on the internet,
Mhm.
for gay men on the internet. Like I truly, it can be a scary place. But other than that, it's really fun. No, I get the best book recommendations from my comment section, truly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So true.
I think it's like we ask this question every Pride party, and I think it's an interesting like temperature check of like how things are feeling like politically, socially, what where we are as like a book community, but also like the greater community of things that are going on, and kind of like giving a little snapshot of time and place of where we are. But what I think like is consistent through that is like people will people will always find good people to surround themselves with and to support, and for all of the bad stuff that happens, hopefully good stuff will happen as well. Like it always has to be this balancing. Um, but I wonder what next year brings. Hopefully something better. Hopefully something better.
Hopefully.
Hopefully flags in
Yeah.
classrooms, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully
Fly that
flag
shit.
in classrooms.
Okay. This is also a question we ask every Pride party. What book would you use as gay propaganda for the youth of today?
Ooh.
I love that. I love that so much.
You can very clearly tell which ones are Danielle questions, which ones are Junior questions.
Gay propaganda. Okay, well, I feel like it can't be Saturn returning, because these are like three extremely messy lesbians, just in a very toxic friendship slash love triangle.
Love.
And it doesn't make queerness look so appealing sometimes. And so I'm like, okay, I have to choose something fun and sexy and flirty. Um, and I'm like, the first one that came to mind is Mistakes Were Made by Meryl Wilsner. Like, that is one of
Oh.
the most fun, spiciest books. And it's so, like, they are, things get steamy on page 20. We love to see it. Also, Heated Rivalry. That is gay propaganda,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I stand
Yeah.
by it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, that is peak gay propaganda in its best form. I say as someone who has not watched or read it.
You know.
In August, we have to like we're
I know,
reviving
we
this,
have
and it's
to
just going to be
reconvene.
you saying your thoughts.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, no, we'll have a reunion. We'll see how it goes.
Excellent.
No, I feel like, I think The Princess Knight could work as some gay propaganda,
Yes.
but like in my brain, I'm just like, I can write gayer. Um, there's always room to grow. We can go further. We can make it even more gay propaganda, and I'll get back to you on that one that exists.
Dream
Um,
big. Dream big.
but
babe.
yeah, like that's kind of I never want to think nothing's ever gay enough. There's always room to grow.
Mm.
Hmm. Otherwise, like my mind's going back to A Lady for a Dude because I feel like now that I stared at that on my shelf again and I'm remembering it and I just miss it so much because it was such the good roller coaster of emotions
Mhm.
that I feel like can really suck someone in. And I feel like I want to make transphobic people just read A Lady for a Dude.
Yes. Agreed.
It's so human and like it's so beautiful and it's fun. It's
It's
such a fun
fun.
book.
It's a good time. Oh, the Cat Sebastian's
Yes.
The Chronicles of Kit Webb. Is that the title?
I can't remember, but yes.
That another queer historical, absolutely incredible gay propaganda. Love it.
Oh, Triple Sec by TJ Alexander. Gay polyamory propaganda, and I'm so
Yes.
here for it. So here for it.
Like two ends of the spectrum. I think any Katie Robert book is excellent propaganda for the youth. They're sexy, they're fun, and they're very consent forward. They're like the relationships for the most part are very, very functional and safe and
I
healthy.
need you to give me an age
Well, here's
for the youth.
my spectrum of youth is the two different is the child youth and the youth at heart. If
I
you
don't think we've given a single child youth
Well, here's-
recommendation, or at least I haven't.
No, that is
haven't.
true.
my
I
child youth
also don't think I have.
recommendation is Heartstopper by Alex Oseman. I feel like it is the
Yes.
perfect stepping
Oh,
stone.
Yeah.
Like with the TV series being as popular as it is, and like having access to the webtoons if you are not able to buy the books, it's just very accessible, and it's very inclusive, and it's really, really fun and really, really sweet, and like talks about a lot of things, but doesn't shy away from talking about them just because they're for younger audiences, which I love.
Yeah.
I love Heartstopper. I read all of them, and it's so lovely.
So good.
So good. It really is perfect gay propaganda. Like honestly.
And it's like, and then the pretty pictures, and then the leaves on the page.
It's just
And
so
then they fall
good.
in love. And there's a dog.
And there's a
Yeah.
dog.
It's perfect.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Mayhaps we do one last question before we get into our current reads.
Yeah.
So we've started doing this thing on the pod where we talk about our bookish big three. So this is like where Deirdre and I's interest of our zodiac and our bookish preferences come together. So, Deirdre, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm gonna go, but you did the explanation when we did our zodiac podcast. So you tell
Yeah.
me if I'm wrong, or do you want to just tell?
No. You go.
Okay. Okay, so your sun sign is like who you are at your core. Like who who it's the big one, the big picture, who you are. And then your moon is like who you are underneath, who like is at the essence of your being. And then your rising is like how the world sees you. And
I'm gay. I am very familiar with the big three.
shut up,
This-
girl.
Like I went to NYU. That was the first question everyone asked you at every party
Literally.
because everyone was gay, including me.
I love that. So your bookish big three, Georgia and I know ours, so we can just tout ours off. But my sun is romance. My moon is like essay collections, like short little anthology things. And then my rising is fantasy because I'm a little gregarious.
Oh, I got mine. I love this. Okay, so it's genre.
Yes.
Yes. Genre.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think my rising, like this is what came to mind first. My rising, I think, is literary fiction.
Love.
Like sapphic literary fiction. My moon is definitely romance. Like I'm a lover girl at heart. And then my sun, celebrity memoir.
Ooh. I love that.
I be
Hey.
listening to a celebrity memoir at all hours of the day. I always have a celebrity memoir audiobook going.
I love that.
Yeah.
So fun.
I am a fantasy sun.
Yep.
I've been saying that I'm a romance moon, but I think I actually need to switch it to a horror moon and a
Ooh.
romance rising.
Okay. We're
Because
not
if
going
it's
to re-record the episode, but yeah, you
no, we're not
speak your
re-recording the
truth.
episode. But I do think the like way the world sees me is like, yeah, she reads romance.
Okay,
And I love romance. If romance isn't in it, I'm like not that interested.
I'm like very torn with mine. I feel like my rising is like I'm doing this reverse order here. I feel like my rising is probably fantasy. I feel like that's the
Mhm.
default that people would see in me. I think I might be a romance moon, and then I can't decide if my sun is historicals or just like gothic anything.
Ooh.
Because that's like because like especially if I'm going beyond to like all forms of media, like
Mhm.
I if it's gothic, no matter what it is, I will pick it up.
Yeah.
So I think I'll have to go with I don't know, maybe just combine it gothic historical. We're
There you
combining
go.
both.
Yeah.
That's the
Perfect.
solution.
I feel like, not all historicals are gothic, but all gothics are historical.
Yeah.
There's
Right?
some good no, there's some good like modern setting
Oh no,
gothics.
because there's we read it for Saphlet, Plain Bad Heroines. I would say
Mm.
that can
Oh
be
yeah.
gothic in a way.
Also, I don't know if any of you guys have read This Raging Sea. It's
Oh.
YA buy for buy gothic with a physics-based magic system, but set like modern, like contemporary fantasy. It is like it messes with time. It had me sobbing. This Raging Sea, so good. But like that's like a modern gothic that I think really killed it.
Okay.
Amazing.
I will definitely be checking that out. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for a wonderful Pride party. Before we let you guys go, let's hop into some current reads. What is everybody currently reading? I'll go first.
Oh,
I'll I'll go first. So I've held it up a bunch of times. I actually finished this a couple weeks ago, but I haven't talked about it yet on the podcast. So, Truly Madly Deeply by Alexandria Bellafleur. Alexandria is one of my most read authors, and I feel like every year rolls around, she puts out another book, and I go, yes, I will be reading that. Thank you so much. So this follows Truly, who is a romance novelist, and she goes on a podcast, and the podcast host's brother is a lawyer. And the two of them get into a little bit of an argument, and she gets really quite offended by what he says. And he is like, I have to make things right. And she's like, no, no, I just ended my engagement that was like kind of on pause. Get away from me. And he's like, no, no, I must reconcile for my sister's sake. Please, please. And then the two of them go on this like whirlwind affair. I don't know if that's the right word I want to use, but they just end up in all of these circumstances together. And he is so infatuated with her, and she is so messy because it feels like her life just isn't where she wants it. And he is becoming this like soft place for her to land, and she's fighting it so hard. And it really was so fun. And Alexandria's writing just like sweeps you away. I feel like I read her books in a day or two because it is so bingeable. And every time I leave and I go, yeah, I'll take another one. Thanks.
I loved that book so much, and Alexandria's team asked me to interview her about it for The Ripped Bodice, and then she had to cancel the stop on the tour, and I had my questions
Oh.
ready, and I'm like, Alexandria, if you're listening, I still have those questions. Like, I love that book so much.
It was good. That was a good one.
I can talk about mine next. I'm listening to an audiobook right now. It's it's part of this like super long book series. Um, I believe it's the genre offshoot of the 33 1/3 series. Basically, it is like this nonfiction series that talks about different music things. Um, so like every country has its own offshoot. So it's like Australia, they have like a Kylie Minogue because like she's really big in Australia, because she's from Australia. But there was a book that just came out on queercore, which is like this punk queer movement that came out of like the 1980s. And it kind of was on the rise at the same time as the Riot Girl, but it often gets like looped into the Riot Girl movement, but it's not the same thing. They're different. But it is what is really fun about this audiobook is it feels like a little podcast. I'm listening to a fun little podcast because it's just this lady, Audrey Golden, just talking about something that obviously she's incredibly passionate about. And it started in Toronto, and then it kind of went to all of the queer Mecca centers, San Francisco, New York, blah 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 blah. Kind of grew from there. But it talks about like in the 1980s as like things for queer people wasn't super safe. And there was a lot of hate being put towards queer people, specifically people going to subculture to find community, but then people would go to subculture to find punk for their community, but then the punk people would still be super homophobic. So then those people were like, subculture, queercore, punk and queerness together. Whoa. It's a fun read. It's really, really interesting. It's the essay collection of me. It's just I like when people tell me cool things, because then when they show up on Jeopardy, I know the answer. Um, it's really, 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 really interesting. It also talks a lot about race, and it talks a lot about like feminism because of the Riot Girl movement. But it's really cool, and it like talks about like it kind of spurred from like the DIY zine movement that was kind of happening through like the how information was traveling. So it's really cool. It's really fun. I'm listening to it on Libro FM, so I'm supporting my local independent bookstore. So if you are interested, I highly recommend reading the audiobook.
That sounds so interesting. I guess I'll go next. So I am actually in between books and I'm about to start two different books. So the one that I'm reading as an ebook is going to be She Haunts Me Still. It's by the same author of This Raging Sea, D. Elizabeth. It's her next book. I believe it comes out this summer, but very like theater kid, dark academia, gothic New England vibes.
Fun.
I'm very excited for it. Dee has this unique ability to destroy me. In her books that I learned with This Raging Sea, so I'm very intrigued over how I will be destroyed in this one. And I believe there's also bi rep in it, which like hell yeah, naturally, of course. And then the other book that I'm going to be starting is going to be as an audiobook, and I'm going to be starting Project Hail Mary because despite my promise to not get hyperfixated while on deadline, I saw Project Hail Mary and I'm very obsessed. And now I'm like, I guess I have to read the book, even though I purposely held off because I didn't want to start it. Like, I didn't want to get obsessed. It's too late now, so I might as well go all in.
Love.
I haven't read it yet. I'm obsessed with the movie.
It's so good. Like,
Deirdre's seen it so many times. Every time I see Deirdre's like, I saw it again.
That's the correct way to do things. I keep like reaching out to my friends and family. I'm like, who hasn't seen it yet? Let's go watch it. Like, I'll go put it on. Like, I am just looking for people who haven't watched it to find an excuse for me to watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
I am a mood reader, so I'm constantly reading multiple books at once. I'm currently reading the final copy edits of Saflet's next book, Creative Differences by Annabelle Pawson and Lydia Wang. It's a second chance romance novel about two members of an indie pop sapphic trio band, very Muna Boy Genius esque, and they're going on a reunion tour. And it's wonderful. It's actually coming out in February now.
Oh.
My bio was wrong. It was long and it was wrong. And then I'm also reading Saflet's June pick, which is Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Haworth. Very nostalgia coming of age, small rural Ireland, devastating, twist the knife in your gut vibes. And then my fun, lovely, like very exciting Pride read is Rachel Reed's Time to Shine. It's a standalone hockey romance about a goalie who is sent from like the farm team up to Calgary, and he is the backup goalie. Sorry, Calgary mention, Danielle.
Triggered. I'm most triggered.
And one of the other players he ends up rooming with, and the player he's rooming with is bisexual, and the goalie is gay, and they fall for each other, and it's really good. And it's forced proximity.
Hell yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
And they're both deeply neurodivergent in different ways, and I love how Rachel Reed writes neurodivergence.
Agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Nina and Kate, for coming on and chatting with us today. This was so much fun. We hope you feel even more prideful and full of pride, and we hope you listeners are enjoying ending your Pride Month with us. It is Pride year-round in Danielle's and my houses, so it certainly does not stop here. That is for sure. Kate and Nina, in case our listeners are not following you, which they should be, where can they find you?
They can find me at Kate's Books. That's CAITS Books on pretty much all platforms, but mostly Instagram and TikTok. I'm trying to get on YouTube more though. So
Yes.
follow me there in hopes that I actually like force me to follow through with the statement.
Love.
You can find me at Nina.Haynes on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and at Safflit on Instagram. That's SAPPHLIT.
Perfect. If you made it to the end of this episode, please head on over to our Instagram page at Books on the Brain Pod. And on our latest post, you should leave the, I feel so, it's right there. Leave the rainbow
Yeah, it has
emoji.
to. Yeah, I think
You can
so.
throw in a couple hearts in
Some
Pride
flags.
colors if you want, some flags. You could also leave us a Pride stack recommendation and keep our Pride stack growing and let us know what color you're associating it with. While you are on Instagram, if you want to follow Danielle and I on our personal platforms and see what we are up to outside of the podcast, I am at Deirdre's Digital Diary on Instagram and TikTok, Deirdre Rose Morgan on YouTube, and Enchanted Echoes on Bindery.
And I'm DJ Books on TikTok, Instagram, and on Threads.
Thank you so much for listening. We will chat to you in the next one. Bye.